Hello, everybody. This is Swag, and today we are going to be reviewing and voting on DKMP's mini contest. And the theme of this contest is, I believe, Boomerang coasters, but junior or family boomerangs. So there shouldn't be too many crazy rides, but who knows? We'll find out. The first one is BE Player. So I'll load it up and then I'll read the story. So this is a secret military base of the government located in the middle of a tropical jungle. The people working in the military base were really bored of their job just because nothing happened in the jungle. I don't know if that's a word. So what to do when you are bored and have tons of tax money? Hire Vekoma and let them build a roller coaster. Okay. I like that base up on top of the hill. That looks really cool. Where's the coaster? Okay, we got a little Boomerang. Oh, whoa. It's very tall. Are those the hybrid coaster trains? Nice. Yeah. Pretty fun, pretty simple. Not bad. Any cool details? It's a boat. Okay. Yeah, I would say good job overall. I mean, looks pretty good. The supports are a little big for what you would want on a coaster this size, but maybe that's the theme. Maybe it's like some sort of mechanical feature potentially, because they don't have them up on the high up supports. But anybody else have any thoughts on this?
Yeah, it's cute. I like the kind of back and forth snake layout. Very cute, a little bouncy. Looks like it would be fun in real life to ride.
Yeah. Solid job. Feels like a Vekoma family boomerang. I like the base up top too. That's really well done. Okie dokie. I'll give this a rating and then we'll move on to the next one. Ooh, it's Beautiful Monday. After an influx of tourism, the owners of Rehoboth Beach decided to expand the boardwalk into the sands. Okay, let's see how this goes. Beautiful Monday. Oh my goodness. Dang, this is
Wow.
great.
Wow.
Good job on the save. It's like going straight up right away.
Swag, look at the objects.
The circus tents?
No, like the object tab. Like click it.
Oh, I want to watch the coaster first, but I will.
Yeah.
I like that little spike.
This is adorable.
I love that palace blue. The way you did that in the middle. That looks so good with the base
Uh-huh.
game entrance pieces. That's great.
And the 3D cinema, like with the entrance.
Okay, what did you want me to do? Click object selection?
Just the object tab, like scenery tab. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah. It's all in CSO.
no way. Awesome job, Beautiful. Look, lots of vehicle usage. Like you got these awnings and these little balconies. Let's take a look at a different perspective. So we got like inside the building. What's going on in here? 94 selling Aphex Twin records. Okay. 30 selling candy. That's a cool surf shop. I get that vibe right away. We got cool candy. Low Poly selling chocolate. Brew selling orange vanilla twist. Holy cannoli, a theater? That's awesome. We got like a restaurant and another restaurant. I love the little tower. Oh wow, like a 4 tile. That looks cool. Love the Ferris wheel. This is great. Oh, and the little games. Super well done, dude.
Thank you, Swag.
This is getting a good vote. Oh yeah, and the signs, the backward signs as the pier. Looks good. Looks good. Okay, I'm gonna give this a vote. Oh gosh, it lagged a little bit.
Excellent.
We are moving on to Fidwell. I saw a YouTube thumbnail about this earlier. Good Gravy is the new for 2024 Vekoma Junior Coaster at Holiday World in Santa Claus, Indiana. Its simple layout is complemented well by its fun theming. Like many rides at Holiday World, Good Gravy is themed around a festive occasion. In this case, it's American Thanksgiving, an autumnal holiday in which everyone eats way too much food while the company of people they don't particularly care for. That's pretty close. You forgot football, though. There's always football.
Not in my family.
Alright, I have a gripe right away. I don't like that people are walking up the slide.
No, kids do that all the time.
I'm just playing. This is a great station.
Oh, yeah. It's supposed to be like Grandma's house, right? Themed
Yeah.
something like that.
There's some great photos of it online. You can see it's like decorated inside. It looks like a house. There's like a living room and a bathroom and all that.
Nice. Super simple.
Unfortunately, not the most exciting layout.
Yeah. What are these? Are those eggs? Okay. Whoever that is, I'm going to ask you to mute yourself, potentially. Wind sculpted flat roof pieces. Oh, with the invisible color. Gotcha. Those look
Oh,
good.
that's smart.
Little rocks. Yeah, pathing looks nice. Super clean. I like it.
Yeah, nice planters.
Okay, who is that? Hey, Jazz Andon, can you mute yourself, please?
Sorry?
Can you mute yourself, please? We're getting a lot of background noise. Thank you. Okay, let's throw a rating on this bad boy.
There's also if you do cutaway view on the station, there's some details in there, just a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, that's so good.
Oh, yeah. Family table.
That's great.
Is that a bathroom? Yeah, that's
Yes,
gotta
there's
be in here.
a full bathroom inside that station. I
That's
doubt any of it works, but
That'd be so funny. Nice. I forgot about those stools. Those are good pieces, because that's in CSO, right?
Yep.
Just expansion. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, cool. Moving on to the next one. Oh, I need to look who the next one is. Jazz Andon. The world of body fluids introduces a brand new themed area. Welcome to Vomitin Creek, where the puke flows in the streets and through the river coats. Take a ride on the brand new Boomerang, an exhilarating journey through barf and back again. Interact with the nerve-wracking drop tower, the Vomitizer, and maybe toss your cookies during the ride. Enjoy delicious treats in the various shops and let your children have fun at the Vomiton High School playground. While you interact with this entire themed area, you can add a lot of charm to the theming yourself. Just heave and spew a little. There's no need to be shy. It's been a while, but it's great to be back. Okay, Jazz Andon. Oh, gosh.
I hate that it looks good.
It looks, yeah.
This theme is terrible.
That person's drowning in vomit.
I love the gorilla swinging around.
Whoa. Captain Pukeling. Okay, we should probably watch the coaster. I like how he probably turned up max sickness as soon as it started, too. Oh, that monkey's puking onto the line.
Yeah. I genuinely hate that I like this so much because it's very well composed. Like, the buildings are good, the pathing's really good, it's a great layout, there's good interaction with the drop tower ride. I just, like, the colors and the meh is very, well, meh.
I like that guy. Knivarg! Yeah, no, that's good. I think maybe the coaster being not green, that would be like my only feedback. Oh, I don't know if that's a clearance check or just a bad angle. Oh, that's just a bad angle. That should not be going through that. It's not even close. Maybe. Nah, good job. And the theme's really fun. Oh, a little seesaw? That's great. You used a lot of the peep editor, and I think that's great. It adds a lot of character. Yeah. That monkey swinging, that's fun. Okay. Let us give this a rating, and we'll move on. Next up, we have Kaz Rag with no story. Let's see what we got. Okay. We got a nice, pretty castle, or church. Oh yeah, that's a fun little ride. I didn't know there was different horses. That's awesome. That's a 2-person? Is it steeplechase cars? Jousting Knight. That's cool.
It's probably from one of the expansions.
It looks good. It looks like not an expansion. This looks like a barbecue area. That looks cool. Little restaurant. Got people running around. What do we got over here? Witch's Stew. It's a very nice building as well.
Very nice cathedral.
Yeah. And then you got
really.
You got some good little water aesthetic. I don't know what is this? Do you guys know what this is?
Looks like bushes with the berries only visible.
Oh. Yep.
Yeah, it's just spammed a lot.
Oh wow, that's neat. Okay, yeah, simple does it. Good job. This is a good entry. Next up, we have Levels. Another no story. Levels, levels, levels. Remember to save your rides right before they go up. Using the traditional looping coaster trains. That's fun.
It doesn't have the bank sprites.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I like the multiple color track. That's fun. Kubara. We got some curved awnings. That's cool. Little swinging ship action. Or swing. It's got those log flume paths as rivers. Oh, there's the little eating area. Nice. Ooh, what's that? Oh, is that just a table or like a lily pad? I'm always trying to figure out what these yeah, just a lily pad. That's not a bad idea to make a planter with a lily pad under the tree. I've never even thought about that. Even in regular CSO or NCSO.
Those look nicer than the clock that people usually use.
Yeah.
It's not as big.
Sweet idea. I might have to check that out. Okay, Levels. Good job. Next up, we have Lurker and no story. So let's go check it out. Okay. I like the bridge supports. Those are cool. Nice. Really like this planter. Yeah, good job. I like that. The buildings are unique, very Lurker-esque. Ooh, I like that. Let me see that from that angle. Yeah, that's nice. I don't know if Lurker likes it or not, being like, yep, that's a Lurker build. But there's for sure identity. Oh, I like how the queue goes over the coaster right there. That's really neat. It's a really nice queue line. Okay, next up is NFEHO. I don't know if that's Niho or something, or Fiho. In my entry, I decided to focus on different architectural styles which were used in different parts of the world and in different times. The park is split into 7 regions with progressing styles: Egyptian, Greek, Roman, Gothic, Baroque, Victorian, Art Deco, and Brutalist. Okay. There's the coaster going around that. Ooh, that is slow. Okay, so it's wrapping around all these buildings. So we got Egyptian, Greek, Roman, Gothic. There's a lot going on. The coaster speed might be a little too slow. And then I have no idea where the coaster entrance is. Does anybody see it? Right here, maybe? Just a little too much packed in. Yeah, I would say try to make the coaster a little bit more visible, a little bit more prominent. Though I'm assuming your idea was more about architecture than the ride itself, maybe. So that would be my advice on it. And the coaster's a little slow, too. Okay. Next up, we've got Risiko.
I think you're gonna like this one.
No story. Oh.
It's important to watch this one.
What the? So it uses the same spike.
That's
with like
correct.
a switch track.
Yeah, it's implied that there's a switch track there.
Yeah. No, that's
an
really cool.
amazing little hack, yeah. And that windmill's really cute with the tennis wall pieces.
Oh yeah, that's a windmill.
It's nicely framed in that turnaround.
Yeah, I like the fly through.
Great fly through, nice station. I like the flower fields. Yeah, this is a really good entry.
Nice sign. Nice little gazebo too, right here. This was hard to pull off. Good job. Good.
Yeah, Rizika smashed this. This is excellent.
Yeah. Sweet. Okay. Next we have Tall JK26. I don't recognize this name. Maybe a newcomer. No story. Okay. Very wide open station. Where does it go? Is it just turning?
A bit hard to follow, isn't it?
Oh, it goes down under the station. There it is. Okay. I'd say the layout feels odd. It feels very... I would say like unfocused. Or like too focused in one area. It doesn't feel like there's a reason why it would turn or move around this way, potentially. So that might be a good idea to think about. Like, you've got this slope, and maybe the ride's sticking close to the slope or something like that. But it seems a little odd. That log flume going down this big drop right into the tunnel is kind of odd, too. Duck and cover. Okay, and then we got this wooden coaster. Well, if this is your first entry, welcome to DKMP. If it's not, I'm sorry, I haven't seen any of your other previous parks. I would say focus on one coaster, on especially these mini contests, because this wooden coaster really does take away from your central build. And maybe look at some real life coaster, like Vekoma coasters, to see how a layout might go around. So you don't have to do exact remakes of real life coasters, but at least seeing how they go through the stations and how they do their turns and spikes and all that. So, okay, we'll move on to the next one, which is the voting round 2. So I need to exit out of this and go over to the announcements tab and go to voting round 2. I have red. My name is Swag. Okay, the next entry we have is Berm da Bomb.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Exactly the same reaction.
same reaction.
Okay, so we got dueling, or at least not dueling, but 2 boomerangs.
Kind of duel a little bit.
Yeah, they cross each other and meet up at the spikes. Using the smaller amount of space, it does make it a little awkward, where you have the lift hill that's kind of not straight out of the station. You got that turn, so it feels a little awkward, I'm sure. I'll watch it once it gets to the top. The theme overall is pretty cool. I mean, the volcano and all the lava, it comes across okay. It's spammed pieces, but it doesn't feel extremely spammy. Okay, let's see how fast they take this turn. Yeah, that's not bad.
I've been on worse in real life.
Yeah. And you got their ruins and I think the ruins look pretty good. It feels like ruins. There's not a whole lot of... Well, it feels like there's actually some sense to it. But
I think it was a cool choice to use that path that has like the water through it, and since it's that one palette, like it looks like there's lava cracks through the path. That's pretty neat.
that is neat. Yeah. Okay, good job, Berm da Bomb.
There's some cool stuff in here.
Next up we have Enox. The story says, hey, for this mini, I made a scale model of a family boomerang in the dinosaur theme. The designer is still very busy painting the various scale models. Enjoy the park. Interesting. So this is going to be like a little...
I immediately know what Enoch based this off of.
Oh, I guess I should read that note. Inspiration Micro Madness team led by
Yeah.
Josh.
So it's not Micro Madness, it's NE Workbench 2021, and I was on that team, and I helped build that park. So this is very
Yeah.
reminiscent of that park, which is really cool, especially like the blue grid cutting board on the right.
Yeah.
So it's basically like someone's workbench kind of thing in real life that's
Yeah.
playing with miniature models.
You got a little table with like cubbies for other stuff.
Yeah, this is bringing me back.
That's super smart. It's super
Excellent
fun.
job on the lamp.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Is that battery powered? Yeah, little batteries.
Yeah,
That's so good. The trains.
excellent. This is so neat.
Oh, look at the little peeps.
That's
Like-
hilarious.
like
And like
miniature
all the
people.
different colors. Yeah, that's great.
And the animals haven't been painted yet for the theming.
That's why that like the paintbrushes are kind of over there.
Yeah. That's fantastic. Good
I
job.
would assume that's the water cup
Mm-hmm.
to like, yeah. This is so cool. Really good station too. I like the use of those pieces you have.
Yeah. Sweet. Good job, Enox. Great job. There's a couple heavy hitters. Next up, we have ICU with no story. Okay, here we go. Nice little signs it passes under. Nice, simple little entry.
Oh, with a name like Skimmer, I was hoping it would have a water splash.
So many little ducks. How do you get all those ducks?
You can spam the duck button, I think.
Oh. So I think my biggest advice, I think the coaster's actually pretty solid. My biggest advice is color. So like you can have the ride be that color and maybe even the station, but try to switch up the color for the other rides in the area so that they have a little bit more unique identity to themselves. I think that would really help just a little bit to draw your attention to the coaster instead of away from the coaster to bits that actually aren't the coaster. I like this little...
This Ferris wheel has the best name I've ever seen.
Ferris whee! That's great. But I'd say solid job overall.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the station.
Oh, you got Spazzy Tigers over here. That's him. I see you. Next up, we have Conniva with no story.
E.T. man.
Conniva. Ooh. Okay, castle. Cool beans. Solid little layout. I like the watercolor. It's not the dark blue. It's sort of like a soft blue, gray blue. I like your one-sided railing. I like that a lot. It's pretty good buildings. Like the pathing, very clean. That's a nice little drawbridge into the... It might have been cool to actually have open windows for like the peeps to look down at the ride when they go through, but that's just a nitpick. Overall, very...
I wonder if that's implied, yeah.
Yeah, like the windows are actually see-through. You got a nice
But I'm with you. I always like using glass in those situations so you see the movement of the peeps when the queue moves.
Mm-hmm. Or just like the... What is the piece? Like the fence. I guess we won't have it. But yeah. Cool. I would say good job overall, Conniva. Heck yeah. Nice.
Very nice. Great path work.
Next we have Cutsy Wood. Autumn Gardens, a small fairground, thought it'd be a good idea to announce a dueling Boomerang roller coaster, but when it came to time to actually order the ride from Vekoma, the park's manager, half asleep at the time probably, ordered a traditional Vekoma Boomerang, inversions and all. And the family Boomerang, instead of the dueling family Boomerang, they hyped up for months. So when the parts arrived, they were ultimately put together. The manager got asked by the owners, "Where's the second family Boomerang?" The reply from the manager was, "Blame it on the orange soda and rum chaser I had when I ordered it." And that's how Orange Soda, the family Boomerang, and Rum Chaser, the traditional Vekoma Boomerang, at Autumn Gardens gained their names. The park manager's quirky naming and design choices are all over Autumn Gardens, although one ride from previous management team remains a launch free fall. Okay. I like that story. That's a fun little
That
story.
story's hilarious.
That's an example of how your story can enhance your park.
It's honestly a little hard to see the park with all the trees.
Yeah. The train is also really long for a Boomerang.
Both.
It looks more like a Mauer family coaster. But I like the story. The story actually really enhanced this, I'm not going to lie. But Number one tip, let's not spam trees like this. This is crazy. Unless this was like an orchard or something where it was part of the story. It's a little too tree spammy. And then, of course, the color just feels odd. I don't remember in the story that there was a reason for that. So
I love the name of the launch, Free Fall. It's very appropriate.
Bottle cap. Nice. So, yeah, I mean, your storytelling's excellent. I'd say try to make your park a little less gridlocked and tree-lined. That would be my biggest advice overall. Okay. Next up is LOL69. No story. Looks like we got ourselves a dueling family boomerang.
There are a lot of peeps in here.
Oh, yeah. And then we got a sky tower. I mean, you've got a lot of empty space, and sometimes that's fine if there's context. It feels like this whole lot was built for the coaster, so I guess that's okay, but might want to think about potentially what a theme park might do with this space if they have it. Just feels a little bland, but overall, I mean, it's not bad to look at. The coaster's actually pretty solid. Feels like a family boomerang. So, yeah, that's the feedback I got for this one. Now we're at Manticore. Deep in the forest lies a small settlement. Every year, a small Renaissance fair is held, with a nice market and merry-go-round. To attract more people, the organization decided to construct a family-friendly coaster so that everyone can enjoy the surroundings of the settlement and the forest. Manticore.
This is adorable.
Look at that. I like the supports. I like that.
I want to say that one steep piece is like mine train steep, but with invisible rails or something.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
the one
probably.
yeah, that one.
Mhm.
Like the one up top. No, the one up top. Well, yeah, I guess it's
Yeah.
down there too. Yeah. Looks like a ladder.
I agree. That's a cool piece. Feels very much Renaissance fair.
It's really cute. I love the different use of like the different paths too. And then you have like the drawbridge on the other side.
I thought that the doors were going to be wrong, but he did them
It would have
okay.
been on brand.
And I thought this said Manta Store. That would have been funny too.
I think that's one of the better layouts. Like the layouts aren't supposed to be super long, and they're not supposed to take all their turns with much force.
Yeah.
And normally they are lower to the ground because they need the amount of speed that they get to get back. They don't have a lift function like the old boomerangs do.
Mm-hmm. I like the
That's
queue.
that's definitely one of my favorite layouts I've seen. Yeah, the queue's great.
I like how the queue goes
Really,
into
really
the
tiny though.
tower. Yeah.
But I like that bridge.
This guy dancing over here. Dirklink. Yeah.
He's showing off.
I like it. Good.
A great use
job.
of like all the little castle pieces too, like the pirate houses and like the
Mhm.
towers and stuff.
For sure. Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, TP.
Yeah, the TP on top of the... Is this the spooky...
Yeah, like one of the graves that's just colored.
Yeah, graveyard monument. Awesome job. I really like this piece. I wish there was more colors in CSO, but... Live, laugh, love. Good job, Manticore. Next up, we have Plux. This is a lengthy one, so I'll go through it. On today's news, Amara's Amusement Park opens new coaster in the Australian area. What's more fitting than a boomerang coaster in the Australian environment? That's actually pretty smart. Exactly, nothing. Last Saturday, Amara's Amusement Park opened a new boomerang coaster called Outback. A boomerang coaster takes the guests up the lift hill in reverse. We don't need to talk about what the coaster does because we'll look at it. The contractor Vekoma installed a new coaster in the last couple of months. It wasn't an easy project. There were some difficulties with local authority. The first reactions of the guests are very loving. They think the ride is great. It's a great addition to the park. They love the scenery, where the coaster is situated. Navigate your way through the Australian outback alongside the little creeks, Aboriginal art, and some delicious Australian food and drinks. I think you could have deleted about 30% of that next time. The story's just a little too long. I like this. Wow. Right away. I wasn't looking at it. I had it loaded, but... Kangaroo piece. There is a boomerang piece. Wow. Okay, let's see how this bad boy flows. Oh, yeah. Looks like maybe a hidden booster. Or not a hidden booster, but a booster right there.
I think it's a tad fast, but I want to say that's because the train's a bit long.
Maybe. I think
But yeah, the booster was needed because it's very slow on the way back. A lot of the turns are high off the ground.
I like the rock work. It's actually not too bad. There's a little too much of the columns, but maybe that's sort of actual real aesthetic.
I like the totem pole.
On the building, yeah, that's cool. I like the boomerang.
Giant boomerang.
I actually really liked that part of the story. I didn't make that connection.
That's neat.
This is cool too. The slide. The
Oh
base of the
yeah,
slide.
like a mosaic.
Uh-huh.
Very neat. I might steal that.
Yeah, I think that's a floor piece.
That raft is awesome too. That little tiny 2x1 looking. It's so cute.
This thing?
Yeah.
Is that a raft?
I don't know.
Swans. It just looks like a... I was like, I think he was building this and then forgot and just left it there.
I don't know. Hopefully they'll answer that question at some point.
Solid job, solid job. Next up we have Secretly Just Soul X with no story. Oh, shout out to Ball Pit and shout out to Christina Applegate. Okay, this is awesome. This is a cute little castle. I'm not too sure about the track type. I don't know about you. How do you feel?
That's way too thick.
Yeah. I guess I'll watch it as it is, and then we can swap it when we talk about advice. This castle's great, by the way.
Yeah, I think everyone is just getting better at paths in general.
Mm-hmm.
But the textures on this one are a bit but the shaping is really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, that castle is excellent. A lot of people did a drawbridge in these entries we're seeing today. It's like the third, maybe even fourth drawbridge I think we've seen, and there's like 20 entries. I like the layout. I think it's a great use of space. I think it would look better with different track. Like the limb track or the Giga even would look. The Twister track is just
so bulky.
thick. Yeah, it's very bulky. That's the word.
That
It's
looks
just. I think it
more
looks
of
a
a
little
camera.
bit silly for a small coaster like this. They even used the Twister coaster piece up in front of their train.
Oh yeah, huh?
But it's good. Like I genuinely like the layout. I think it's great that the track pieces meet up in that triangle.
That's a nice well. That's cool.
Oh yeah,
I know an NCSO of making that. That's a really good well. I'm gonna have to think
that
of
is. That's genius.
Good job. Good job, Secretly Just Soul X.
I also like the shaping of the map.
Mm-hmm. Next up, we have Techno Kiwi 91. Fruju Funland or Fruhu Funland. Welcome to Fruhu Funland, a small family park with the main attraction, a family boomerang coaster built in-house by the owners of the park. I was able to finish my entry even after my hard drive died. I'm sorry about your hard drive.
Oh, this is cool. Wow, the layering here is excellent.
Oh yeah, there's multiple tracks on this, huh?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this is probably my favorite Techno Kiwi entry I've seen. This is really cool. That path design, really nice, vibrant colors.
Oh whoa, yeah, look at that. That's really cool.
Yeah, and it's not glitching. Like how did you manage that?
That's super cool.
That's really well done. Oh, Techno Kiwi's not here. I know they're normally an active person in voice chat, but that's a shame. Honestly, like I guess the biggest gripe I have is the supports almost seem too much.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you needed that extensive amount of supports. Like, I get wanting to do custom supports, I think that's great, but seriously, like, fantastic job with the RMC hybrid like supports with that tower and the actually making in-game helixes look good, supporting them well, and then having a ride layered beneath it with like a great fence around that ride. Like
yeah.
that whole area is just really like chef's kiss.
Yeah, good job. I would say
Oh yeah, and the coaster goes like the opposite way too. Oh yeah, that's just
it does cut through the coaster right here. There's a little glitch.
Oh, I got it up on mine. We're gonna ignore that.
I would say, yeah, my biggest advice is buildings. Your buildings feel a little square, and when you do curve them over here, it's just an odd looking building in general. I don't know if there's something in here that tells me why it's this shape, but yeah, the landscaping's solid. The coaster's a little over supported, I would say too, but it feels like it's part of the theme with how much you have as art around the park. So it doesn't detract from it too much, but it does kind of take away just a little bit. So yeah, overall, solid job.
Great work.
I really like that floor. Okay, that's all of the entries for Dirklink's mini contest round 46, family Boomerang. So thank you all for watching. Go ahead and comment below which entries were your favorite, and we'll see you in the next video.